First of all, ladies and gentlemen, on a good morning, on a good afternoon, on a good evening. This is Nalan Sako, host of The Hidden Truth. Today, Ade na the former Vice President, His Excellency Sam Sumana. Now in residence we do today, and today we know say na a big Muslim holiday. And na Bo mi sidon, when I come out from Bo, I can't pray kono for the first time. Na go na pray field. Waiting a CD na in make a decide for interview the Vice President. First of all, Vice President, I want to say thank you very much for where you allow me for Kana, you resident, you beautiful, majestic mansion for Kam and the hospitality where you give me. I want to tell you thank you, sir.
Very welcome. Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak to you, sir. Sir, I see the rush where the people of Kono rush by you, Nada pray field. Even me, I try for interview you then, and one word I able to get from you, they almost crush me into pieces. What do you attribute that to? Because Kono is a very strategic place in the elections of Sierra Leone. So for anybody get somebody when not a politician, get this kind of crowd, this kind of show of love, when we see that party or political party will not be a blessing for them if they use our right. So waiting at the reason why then people here come to you this kind of way, because other important names were announced. Don't forget, there was a name, I think, if I can remember, is Sidibe the Bomber. I think Namanwe himself don't do great things now, but the minute you come inside, we know you read anything that you then give the podium for make you address the crowd. What do you attribute that to, sir?
I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all as a nation in this period of Eid Mubarak. I believe say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant you the blessings. Most of the people that way, they are some we don't go Hajj, some not go, some they try for go and happen for them. Day of Arafat. So we pray that we shall get a blessing of that as a nation, as a district. Very clear that I did not come on. Not to be the intention for come for the prayers this time, a bereavement. But when it happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I don't persuade you. The weather today been challenging, but yet Allah make it possible for you to pray. Yes, we go, see the crowd. It don't take some time. In fact, we are not coming for come pray with them. But more so, I try for come for very late uncle, and I keep them very quiet. I want to tell you, say this crowd where you see, I am very quiet and modest crowd. Reason being that being a son of the soil, and we not Kono, this street, no matter which tribe, but we all born here, they Madingo, Kuyo, Granko, Fula. We get one thing in we all not Kono come out. And no matter what they try, me always to work hard for bringing everybody together. What you see today, a demonstration of Musa with Sabi, or Lord will be able for the go pray. Other people can go to other areas now, but that now the primary ground, the Islamic Islamic secondary school grounds, and they will go pray. Other areas they look good and pray. We tell the tribe to tell you, if the crowd will not say Adea and Adea and go pray, and the announcer, you see them crush you, thank God it be that way because you don't forget chance to see myself or for let reach me, I believe. The fact is that I don't deal with people there for so long. And moreover, I'm a servant leader for the people of Kono and Sierra Leone as well. I not put myself up, and God and they raised me and showed to the people that indeed the young son of the soil deal with them.
And I want to pick up on one point. This is not pre-arranged at all. Now, bereavement and your uncle you can't bury. You know, announce this to the public for say, hey, SamSumana, they come in 1 week time, pray, they come, and they come for camp prayer, where people they will begin to make all the other protocols for receive you. That not happen at all, and then we see this kind of crowd where they rush and then they holler at the top of their voices. They holler, SamSumana, SamSumana. They rush behind you, motorcar. Because even at one point, believe me, Your Excellency, afraid for your safety. This is honest, afraid for your safety. I see you securities. Then they fought very hard for push hundreds and hundreds of crowds apart, left and right, and it was very difficult for them. You been get any issue with your safety, any kind of concern? Because this was a massive crowd.
Precisely, security is very important. You see what happened recently in Japan. But I tell you this, no human security not enough for me. And that's what the security now is our most. And this is not prayer but pray for worship in America. Like I said, if this was announced, maybe you don't forget access for Ghanaian, for the people there, and then take charge. It's the voice of the people. You don't see what's in the happen now.
This is not clear voice.
It's the voice of the people. On all the streets, we get one leader at a time. No matter what it happens, we get one leader at a time. And for me, I raised from the chieftaincy house. I respect and uphold that dignity of chieftaincy. As a politician, I also believe I get a responsibility to the citizenry of this district and Sierra Leone as well.
And now that we don't bring politics inside, as you well know, and my understanding, you were schooled in the United States. You're very knowledgeable about the political strategies in the United States between the two political parties. And you don't hear about swing states na United States. You get Ohio, where they na the Midwest, then you get Florida, where they na the South. So anybody or any candidate were able for carry either Ohio or Florida in all the past 2-3 elections. We have focused on Ohio and Florida, where candidates them or political parties, they choose who are the best candidates, then they strategize. Not only they want to take somebody because that person don't take at the party or the party, but want a winning candidate. Then they look the chances of that person for win Ohio or for win Florida. And it's the same now from waiting we don't observe in Sierra Leone election processes. For say, Kono don't become the swing state of Sierra Leone, just as Ohio is to Florida, is to the United States. You being from Kono, you can come on Kono, people they don't like you. I can cite a famous basketball player, may he so rest in peace, he died in a plane crash, when Kobe Bryant. Now Philadelphia I come out. But the people of Philadelphia, they're not ever like him because them feel say he betrayed them. So for you people that like you, now because of the way you treat them, how you put yourself down to them, how you laze with them. Waiting you go say that you there na the swing state, a place where everybody able for carry. There's a possibility you won the election in Sierra Leone. Waiting you go say to your party, if you want to advise them, let's say you're not a politician, what would you say to them?
Well, thank you very much. Now we don't come up, we don't come up.
Yes,
politics.
because it has to be. That's my reason for being here. Yes.
Well, I just want to enlighten you a little bit or get a reflection about the geopolitics of Sierra Leone. As more of the two major political parties, the APC and the SLPP. Initially, the APC carried the north, now north and northwest, and the SLPP carried the east and the south. But always, cleverly, the APC under Shaka Stevens was very witty, clever, for when it make way carve into this eastern region and get Kono on their side in the 1967 election. Kono has always been that deciding factor in the geopolitics of Sierra Leone. So in order to do that, if Kono side any major political party, it has a higher potential for that party to win. It happened in a short time. We don't see after the war where SLPP come in because Kono did not go to SLPP. Because we they follow one person at a time. We followed Tambasongo Brewer. We've been joined with APC. Later on, Abu Kroma came in as the natural leader of Kono. We followed him, he took Kono to SLP. We have been in that wilderness for some time. God Almighty bestowed that responsibility on me. And today, the people listen to me. The most important party in Kono are the Peking or the natural leader. So with that, me being second generation APC, no matter what may happen yesterday, I am second generation APC. And APC has done more for Kono than SLPP. So with that, I feel say, me not lead me people there blindly. I didn't take them at the ditch. I take them to a salvation to that promised land so that we were able to redeem and restore that dignity and right of this district and region as a whole. But so if you ask me about comparison about Florida, Ohio, as with juxtaposer with Kono, yes, Kono has been doing that, but I tell you, they are focused. Kono, now one way. If the leadership say na so today, na that, they say so, na that. And I want to assure you, my people, give me attention.
Well, I have
I get the attention.
Your Excellency, me an eyewitness to that today. This is my first time ever where I can't pray na Kono. I don't come on Kono over 33 years. This is the first time I've been here, and now the first time I don't ever pray. Waiting, I see that preview today. If anybody gets you, now their side, they have Kono, and Kono is a swing state. Now, I don't know if you go touch on this a little bit. We have human emotions. There is a way I would say, if you choose me brother, or my brother there with you, I there with you. If my brother not there with you, some people may turn to lash out. I observed the last election between the SLPP and the APC, the NGC, and other political parties. It was, to me, this is my own independent opinion after observing everything that happened. To me, it was a resounding message to the party where we need a power, when at the APC, we cannot lash out, say we dey carry our vote somewhere else. And na me own belief for say if them in good grace with you, not only me they say that, this is what is going on around during that election, right after the election. The very next day when the elections were, after the elections were announced that His Excellency Julius Maada Bio of the SLPP has won, everybody say, if them do right by His Excellency Alhaji SamSumana, APC would have won that election because Samura Kamara was defeated by a slight margin. Kono would have been the tipping point for the APC party. I don't know if you go and talk about that or not. You don't have to, but I just to give your opinion and the opinion of other people we were in the media why APC lost that election.
SamSumana not ever make palaver with APC. I just misguided people who will mislead my big brother, the boss, and his wife. But we realize that right on this ground, we don't trash all that out.
But at that time, Your Excellency, it is a fact that the sons and daughters of Kono, where you are from, then show them young grievance.
I just say, waiting don't happen now. For me, I know they brought too much on the past. Although the past, there's a preparation for the present. For that more reason, give you the reason why we the tell you, by the special grace of Allah, we not say power, by the special grace of Allah, 2023, APC, they regain State House.
It seems like you're very religious, you believe in God.
Yes, I say this because Allah no will punish this country any further than how already I would punish. So whatever it takes for me, SamSumana, to be part of that history making, not only for my individual satisfaction or the satisfaction of the APC alone, but for the redemption of Sierra Leone.
So you feel
I will tell you, my people of Kono land, be it the Kono people, the Fula, the Mende, the Madingo, the Timini, the Creole, the Yalunka, the Soso, as long as we don't Kono, we will contribute to create that paradigm shift, that make sure so we work together for redeem this country come 2023.
Your Excellency, I sense unity in the way you talk, because I see you call other tribes. You call the Malingo tribe, you call the Timini tribe, you call the Fula tribe as one people, as your people. And in most African countries, we're divided by region, we're divided by tribes.
Yes.
But I don't see this not to the first time in this interview you reference other tribes. And I think why you believe in saying everybody should come together to make Sierra Leone a better place.
There's a common saying that a house divided by itself cannot stand. If you and your wife na host, when I know unite, when I know the unity, change your account to when I find out and tutor, not so.
That's true. I like that.
How they go, you give you. Mama they go, you give me.
The losses.
So when I unite, not to one thing when I find out.
One thing. That's true.
So we in Sierra Leone, we need unity. One of the biggest things where we need in Sierra Leone, a reunification of this nation, as opposed to waiting Madam President don't cause to this nation. I believe the reunification of this country is very important. I don't know if Nabo school you go or outside.
Na Amalia.
Okay,
the great Amalia.
The Obo school or Magoroka Secondary School. In those days, the colonial masters them realized because they bring people there from every corner of this country at that school. It is supposed to be an emblem of unity in education. And Madabio went to that school. It's a shame that in order they look at what a unity able for youth. It's a shame. So for me, both school, when I don't tell not to say for me. I tell him this fact from the bottom of my heart. I believe say the unity of this country, the main issue where we need.
But you agree at this particular point there's division, regional, tribal, and
it is.
parties.
Now that I emphasize on that, we ask me, Kono being a cosmopolitan district, we have earned that for a long time. And we dialect to get one say national change, and I say we good stranger. No matter how say you come out, the economy will use small side for being pan body. You will use small side, godly if you die, when you day and tomorrow. We're not to greedy people there. We share within God will give you. But you don't come Kono, you don't come out 33 years ago, as you say. Show me what's in diamond left for Kono.
Nothing.
The airways we don't support this country. But waiting at the edifice where we point at one. Not until recently, with under President Kuruma, we work together for us to see what he sees over the roads, the electricity, which this government not able to put fear inside for letting go light. So it's a shame.
I really see the roads are very beautiful.
Well, we don't try.
And why?
Try. But who side will come? Let SFPP government, where they show me under stuff like under Mother Bill, 0.1 inch paved road and do that this district. Instead, they can't provoke the people that go and park machine there. So it goes to a park machine there, they can't make a park machine there, they can't make there. It's ridiculous. A leader enough for the lie to people in that way. Enough for the lie so. So SLPP, when they get power, you want to, you don't want to. Who say by the grace of Allah? America will be saying God we trust. So when I say power, I make it don't difficult for we so. So power, let them go. Inshallah, anytime.
Well, Your Excellency, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate the time where you give me and the hospitality where you give me and you wonderful, majestic resident. I must say your place is very, very beautiful, extremely beautiful. I wish and hope this is mine. So maybe when you become the next president, as your next, you're running for office, maybe you'll relinquish this house to me. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, thank you for having me, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is just to say, inshallah.
Inshallah.
I so make it beautiful.
Inshallah, by the grace of God. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.